Hey guys, it's Michelle, and today's video is going to be the top 5 most crazy, terrifying, insane murder mysteries, but specifically serial killers. I'm fucking shook because I'm like home alone right now and I'm trying to pretend that I'm not. I'm so fucking scared. But I compiled a list of the top 5 in this little notebook. And I'm very excited, so let's just get right into them. The first one is pretty famous, and that would be Jack the Ripper. Between August 7th and November 10th of 1888, 5 women, specifically prostitutes, were brutally murdered in London's East End. All of which had their throats slashed and like their bodies were mutilated in a particular way, indicating that they were all killed by the exact same person. The most terrifying thing is one of the victims' kidneys were mailed to the police. Several notes were mailed to the police saying that they were the killer, and they signed the notes Jack the Ripper. Yet Jack the Ripper's actual identity still remains unsolved, which is fucking terrifying if you think about it. It's been so many fucking years and we still don't know who Jack the Ripper is. That's so fucking scary. The next one is the February 9th killer. This one fucking freaked me out, and this is the reason I picked it is because my birthday is February 9th and I got scared. On February 9th, 2006, in Salt Lake City, Utah, Sonia Miha, I think that's how you say it, was assaulted and strangled to death. A few items from her apartment were stolen, but still have yet to turn up even so many years later. But exactly 2 years later, on February 9, 2008, Manica Castillo, sorry if I say that wrong, also in Salt Lake City, Utah, only 1 mile away from Sonia Miha's house, also assaulted and strangled in the exact same way, and things were taken from her apartment as well. What's really creepy is that both apartments had no sign of forced entry, which means like they probably had a key or some sort of thing, or maybe they knew the person who killed them, which is fucking terrifying to me. And the fact that they were like the similarities are really similar, especially the fact that it was on like the same exact day 2 years later. I don't know, that one freaks me out a lot because like I said, my birthday is February 9th and I'm just like damn, but like it's fucking creepy. I don't know. Next I think is one of the creepiest, and it is the Doodler. So in San Francisco, California, between January 1974 and February 1975, more than 14 gay men were murdered in the exact same way. The killer would come into these men's houses as a friend before he would kill them. And this man basically would like come into their house like as if like, you know, they were friends, because they were. And then he would doodle them or draw them, like be like, oh, I'm gonna sketch you, draw a portrait of them. And after he would draw a portrait of them, he would brutally murder them and stab them to death. Which is so fucking terrifying, because imagine like having your friend do that, because obviously you consider this person a friend if you're like letting them into your house and shit. That's so fucking scary. 3 of the men lived after like they were assaulted and stabbed, like as if the man was going to kill them. None of them would publicly testify against the prime suspect because they feared coming out. So the next serial killer is the Bible John. So in the late 1960s, 3 young Scottish women were strangled by their own stockings, like their own like tights, which is so fucking weird, like way to kill somebody. Like that freaks me the fuck out. Weirdly enough, they were all on their period because or at least the killer knew that, and that's fucking weird as well. But he always placed just pads and tampons like scattered around all 3 of his victims' bodies, which is just so fucking weird. Like what the fuck? He got his nickname Bible John because Ellen Puttock, which was one of the victims, was in a cab with him, her sister Jean, and her sister's date. So they were just simply in a cab for the night, and her sister said that he kept calling himself John Templeton and quoted the Bible very frequently. Once Jean Puttock and her date exited, she left her sister alone with this man, and that night she was murdered and was found dead the next morning, and John Bible was never to be seen again. He left without a trace, and no one has any idea who this man is, which I don't know, really scares me. The last serial killer you might have possibly heard about, and this is the Alphabet Murders. In the early 1970s, a series of murders occurred around Rochester, New York, and specifically, weirdly enough, all these victims were young girls with double-lettered, like, names. Their names would include, like, Carmen Colon, Wanda Walkowins, sorry if I say that wrong, Michelle Manza, and in 2011, which is really, really creepy, a 77-year-old New Yorker was charged of murdering 4 women in California, also with double letters, including Roxanne Rogash, Pamela Parsons, Tracy Tofoya, and strangely enough, another Carmen Colon. Like, that is so fucking weird if you think about it. This man was not charged for the murders in the 1970s. I guess if you add it up, it could be possible that this man did the California murders as well as the New York murders because the timeline adds up, and also he was from New York. So I don't know, and it's fucking weird as fuck that there was 2 people named Carmen Colon, because I feel like that's not a very, like, common name, first of all. Like, to have the name Carmen and the last name Colon, like, those are both kind of 2, like, not weird names, but, like, abstract names, like, kind of different. And the fact that they were both murdered in the same way, potentially murdered by the same people, is very terrifying. Yet, this 77-year-old man was not charged of the Rochester, New York murders in 1970s, so the murder completely remains unsolved. So that is all of the serial killers we're going to be talking about today. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about these murders. I think they're all fucking really scary, but which one do you think is the scariest? Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, because I always post crazy shit on there revolving around conspiracy theories and creepy things. I don't know. So subscribe for new videos every single day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.